3 wins from 3, 5 goals scored, none conceded. It's the perfect start to pre-season and a win here on the American leg of this season's tour.
The United Stand pre-season tour sponsored by Manscaped. Discover the power of 3 with Manscaped's unique trimmers. Get the right tools for the job at manscaped.com. Manscaped, your body will thank you.
Manchester United shine in the rivals battle against Arsenal. Very strong teams from both. I think Arsenal's was full strength, literally full strength. I couldn't have picked any other player to start that game. Maybe instead of Nketiah you could have had Jesus, but no Arsenal fan can argue that they had a very, very strong team out there tonight. Declan Rice making his debut. I mean, honestly, I didn't even know that Declan Rice was playing. If it weren't for that team sheet that we got handed, I wouldn't have known. I literally would not have known. That's how well Manchester United played. United dominated the midfield, I thought. Yes, Arsenal created chances, and United's #1 goalkeeper, Tom Heaton, big up Tom, #1. I'm joking, I know. Nana was in the stands and everything like that today, and we'll see him in San Diego, but Tom Heaton was superb today. Double saves, dominated, no issues at all. Brilliant #3, great servant for Manchester United. Deserves a move probably this summer now. If we are going to bring in Suzuki then, we definitely need to see Tom Heaton get a move away. He deserves to be playing first team football. Very, very good goalkeeper. Congratulations to him. He had a brilliant night. Again, he's been superb all pre-season and a great pro. If he does get that move, I'll be the first to congratulate him. But yeah, Tom had a couple of saves to make and that was it, because then United just took completely over. United's midfield 3 probably was the shining light in this game. Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes and KOBBIE MAINOO. We have just interviewed Bruno Fernandes on the United Stand. Check that video out. It is just below. Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United captain. Literally been in the job a week. He's speaking to everyone in front of camera. Our captain, first minutes on the pitch as captain, he scores the winning goal. It couldn't have got any better for Manchester United. Let's not get carried away with ourselves. I remember last season we smashed Liverpool 4-0. The start of the season, I said this in the preview video. Let's not get carried away, because everything good that was pre-season was literally blown away by the start of the Premier League season. The difference here tonight was the fact that, and Ten Hag talked about this himself after the game, he talked about United's press, the intensity of our game. How fit are we already, by the way? It was showing there today that we were, I think, a week ahead of Arsenal, at least in our fitness. To keep that press in this heat and this humidity. Everyone talks about the humidity here when it gets warm in New Jersey. It's a different type, and you can feel it here now. It's literally midnight, and it's just sticky and horrible. And they played tonight like it was just a cold winter's afternoon in the Premier League. Loads of energy. Going for the full 45 minutes, then we changed it up at half-time, and the same thing happened in the second half. We just controlled the game. Tom Heaton, I don't think had a save to make in that second half, and to be fair, the defence that came in and replaced the first half's defence did just as adequate a job. Yeah, obviously when you make so many changes, the game dies a little bit, and in the second half it was a bit of a damp squib. It wasn't the best watch in the world, but United managed it out, and you come away with a 2-0 win. Just to add a little bit of excitement here, we played a penalty shootout afterwards as well, which we won. Again, scoring all of our penalties. So yeah, carrying on from the semi-final of the FA Cup, we now know that United can win on penalties. So going into the Champions League season, it's definitely a plus for us. But I'll go back to what was the big positive here tonight, and you cannot get away from the fact that we've got a young player that's come through the ranks again. Ten Hag was talking before his pre-season tour. What do you want from this pre-season tour? There's always one player, he said, at least one player to come out and actually give them a headache, something to think about, a player that's going to break into the first team. KOBBIE MAINOO looks like he's leading that. It was Alejandro Garnacho last season. It looks like we've got another graduate from that season when we won the FA Youth Cup the first time in 11 years. There's 2 players that have come from that now and are actually first team players. Alejandro Garnacho's got that big contract. It's brilliant. You've seen the interview with Nick Cox that we've done on the Youth Academy, the things that they're doing, the changes that they're making to the academy and what they do with these boys. And you can see it coming to fruition on the pitch now. Within the first team, I asked Bruno Fernandes in the mixed zone then about KOBBIE MAINOO. He's just slotted straight in and just looks accomplished amongst absolute levels above players. He has just shone and taken his opportunity, and obviously I think most United fans will look at this now. I know Ten Hag has come out and said he won't be loaned out, but serious consideration to that midfield spot. Should United now be looking at spending that money that we might want for another midfielder on the right striker or another striker? If KOBBIE MAINOO is going to be in that matchday squad, I think Manchester United should be going out for the 2 strikers. I think in midfield, if Scott McTominay stays, KOBBIE MAINOO now looks like he could possibly be fighting Scott McTominay in that position. You've got Mason Mount. We will probably lose Fred. I think that's the one that's quite clear and obvious. So if you had then Scott McTominay and KOBBIE MAINOO coming in for the likes of Bruno, Casemiro, Mason Mount, Christian Eriksen, you're going all of a sudden 6 midfielders of a central berth there that you can really choose from and mix it up. KOBBIE MAINOO there's mixing it up with the most expensive British transfer in the Premier League history in Declan Rice. He's outshone Declan Rice there today. And yes, pre-season Pirlo and everything's easy on pre-season. It's a big show and it's nice weather and there's no pressure on. Yes, when the chips are down and the crowd's getting on your back at Old Trafford, how can they handle it then? But what you can say and what you can do is actually look at the performance and take a positive from it. He literally did shine above everyone else on that pitch today. Multi-million pounds worth of players. KOBBIE MAINOO is the one that everyone's talking about. I spoke to the media in the mix zone there as well, and they're all of the same. KOBBIE MAINOO, KOBBIE MAINOO. That's the name on everyone's lips right now. It was a big opportunity for him tonight, and it would have been a pressure opportunity for him because both of these managers in their pre-press conferences were talking about going into this. Ten Hag had to be pulled away by Bruno at half-time because he was irate. Ten Hag was looking at this game like it was a Premier League game. He just walks out of there. I've seen Ten Hag miserable. I've seen Ten Hag the strict disciplinarian. Every time we get on these European trips where we get access, he's very, very strict. I've never seen him, and yeah, it's pre-season again. I'll keep saying that, I know, but very relaxed, happy. He was happy there tonight because he's seen his team press, like I said, but he's also seen a young lad come through there, and he's shown a little bit of something different, and that will be a headache for Ten Hag. There will be a decision to be made in terms of how much money is spent in that midfield area this summer now. I can see, and I know the comments are going to come in, settle down, Adam, don't get ahead of yourself, it's only pre-season, he's a young lad, it could all just go wrong. Well, look what happened with Garnacho. When you've got players like Bruno as our captain now, that leader, next to him you've got Casemiro, the experience of Christian Eriksen, and you've got Martinez and Varane behind him, Luke Shaw, players like that. And you've actually got someone in the changing room like a Scott McTominay who's come through the ranks of Manchester United. When we've talked about players before breaking through the ranks, we've talked about over the last decade, post Alex Ferguson, as not the right time for a player to come through. The bad vibes, the bad atmosphere in and amongst Old Trafford, behind the scenes, it's been horrible. Fans booing, players fighting, fans falling out with the team. The connection with the fan base, the manager, the structure that's at this football club, the no-nonsense approach, like Bruno Fernandes being captain now, Harry Maguire being stripped of that. What's happened with David De Gea, whether you like it or not? Big decisions, cutthroat decisions, Cristiano Ronaldo. This is a no-nonsense club again. And Ten Hag at the helm, these young players know they're going to get an opportunity. We spoke to Amari Forson as well. He's been told by Ten Hag, he's told us that exclusively, that if he keeps playing, he's going to get his chances. If he keeps performing, he's going to get his chance. Take your chance in pre-season. That's the message. Ten Hag gives everyone a chance. He gives everyone that shot. And you could easily see, I could easily see the likes of KOBBIE MAINOO making 10 Premier League appearances next season. That's what pre-season is all about. And Ten Hag will give you that chance. Look at Garnacho. 5-year contract, done. He took his chance when he had it, and that's what you get. You get rewarded by Ten Hag, and that is the difference now in this structure. And that's what all these players are thinking. They all know. They all know that there's that opportunity there. The club have to look at this, like I said, now and go, do we trust in this system? United Stand have talked to Nick Cox, the academy, head of academy at football club. We've talked to the youth players. We've spoken to a few of them now on what this means and what it is to be a Manchester United Youth Academy player. It simply is an opportunity to make it into the first team. You will get looked after, you will be given a chance, and if you take that chance, you will be rewarded. You have to work hard for it, and Ten Hag is a disciplinarian that he's just meticulous. Attention to detail is everything. He makes sure when that player comes through, he is perfectly equipped. You can tell by the loans that we've sent out. The first season of loans last season with Ten Hag in charge, look at what's come from it. Prosperous to the max. That's what I would say, and that's what you've got to look at now. United should be making money from these youth players if they don't make it in, but they're getting the minutes on the pitch to actually add a little bit of value. Look at what's happening in that academy. Look how well it's done over the last couple of years, and look what's happening to the first team because of it. I could talk about the future and the signings and everything. I don't even want to do that because this night belongs to KOBBIE MAINOO. Congratulations, KOBBIE. Congratulations to all the youth players that have played their part. Keep going. You will get your chance. Take the opportunity and you will be rewarded. Guys, let me know what you think. Was KOBBIE MAINOO the standout player for that game for you? Did you stay up? Was it a late one for you? Let us know. Let us know what you thought of the interviews as well. Drop your